Okay, so we started watching the lobby.
Yeah.
Good morning. My name is Jeff Bergevile, and I'm the acting special agent in charge for the FBI's Kansas City field office. I'm joined today by Kansas City, Missouri Police Chief Stacey Graves, Jackson County Prosecutor Melissa Johnson, and a number of the investigators who have worked tirelessly on this case. Today's announcement brings an important case to a national audience. In 2021, a federal arrest warrant was issued for Kashawn Nicola Roper for unlawful flight to avoid prosecution stemming from charges issued by the Jackson County Prosecutor's Office for second-degree murder. She has been on the run since. Today, the FBI is announcing that Kashawn Nicola Roper has been added to the FBI's 10 most wanted list. Alongside this announcement, the FBI is offering up to a $1 million reward for information leading to the arrest and conviction of Ms. Roper. Ms. Roper has previously resided in Kansas City, Missouri, but has ties to or may visit Kansas, Nebraska, Texas, Colorado, Georgia, and South Dakota. She is 5 foot 5 inches tall, weighs approximately 120 pounds. Ms. Roper has brown eyes and several tattoos, including on her arms, calf, neck, and abdomen. We are asking anyone with information regarding Ms. Roper's whereabouts to contact the FBI's toll-free tip line at 1-800-CALL-FBI. You can also call your local FBI field office or file a tip online at tips.fbi.gov. Since the program began in 1950, 541 fugitives have now appeared on this list. 501 of them have been apprehended or located, a success rate of 93%. In 163 of these cases, a tip from a member of the public made a difference. Our hope today is that the public will help us locate Ms. Roper. I want to thank the Kansas City, Missouri Police Department, the KC Metro Violent Crime Task Force, the Jackson County Prosecutor's Office, the United States Attorney's Office for the Western District of Missouri, and the United States Marshals Service for their hard work and dedication in this case. Today's announcement should send a clear message. The FBI never forgets. We will leave no stone unturned in our pursuit of justice for victims of violent crime. I will now turn it over to Kansas City, Missouri Police Chief Stacey Graves for some remarks. Thank you.
Good morning, thank you for being here. On August 23rd of 2020, at approximately 3:35 a.m., officers responded to a local hospital regarding 2 gunshot victims who arrived in a private vehicle. One victim, 23-year-old Jasmine Herion, was pronounced deceased at the hospital, while another sustained a non-life-threatening gunshot wound. During the investigation, Kashawn Nicola Roper was identified as a suspect and charged 18 days later, on September the 10th of 2020. She was charged with second-degree murder, armed criminal action, and unlawful use of a weapon. KCPD learned Roper quickly fled the Kansas City area immediately after the incident, resulting in a federal arrest warrant issued on July 1st of 2021 in the United States District Court, Western District of Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri, for unlawful flight of prosecution. Today, here in 2026, we are still actively pursuing the arrest of Kashawn Nicola Roper and remain committed to bringing her into custody. We are now asking the public, KCPD, FBI, the KC Violent Crimes Task Force, for assistance in this case in apprehending her. I want you to know every week the Kansas City, Missouri Police Department, along with our many partners, conduct a weekly review of cases such as this. We have never forgotten. In fact, law enforcement does not give up. We remain committed to pursuing justice, identifying those responsible, and holding offenders fully accountable for the crimes they commit, no matter how much time has passed. To our community, know this: we do not walk away from cases. We will continue to investigate, pursue leads, and work tirelessly until those responsible are apprehended and held accountable. For far too long, Kashawn Nicola Roper has remained a fugitive and avoided accountability. With the assistance of the FBI and the attention brought by her addition to the 10 most wanted fugitives list, we are confident she will soon be apprehended. We are committed to ensuring justice is served for the victims and their loved ones. I'm thankful for FBI support in our efforts to apprehend Kashawn Nicola Roper. This announcement reflects the great collaboration between the Kansas City, Missouri Police Department and our long-standing partnership with the FBI and the Jackson County Prosecutor's Office.
Good morning, everyone. And thank you so much, Chief Graves, for highlighting the importance of shedding light on the victims involved in this case. One of them was a young woman, a mother, who had her entire life ahead of her. Her life had value, and it was taken from her in an instant of senseless violence. Over the past 5 years, our office and our law enforcement partners have not forgotten about her family, or her children. The announcement today is for her and the second victim who survived her injuries. We see her too. No one should have to carry that kind of trauma throughout the rest of their life. As Jackson County prosecutor, I believe in being tough on crime, but we must also be smart on crime, which means that when we file and our law enforcement partners cannot apprehend somebody, we work with the strong partnerships we have built locally and federally. Being smart on crime means that 5 years later, instead of letting this case quietly fade, you escalate it to the highest fugitive platform in the country. That is a smart on crime strategy working in real time. As prosecutor, my office stands ready to prosecute Ms. Roper the moment she is brought back to face what she has spent nearly 5 years evading. You heard the facts of this case earlier. Running is a choice, and that choice has consequences. I'd also like to take a moment to express my gratitude to the people standing with us today. To Interim Special Agent in Charge, Jeff Berkebile, and the entire Kansas City FBI field office. Your team made a commitment of federal resources to a case that took place right here in our beloved community and made it a national priority. It matters enormously to this office, the family, and our entire community. And to KCPD, the KC Metro Violent Crime Task Force, we're grateful for your persistent work on this case over the past 5 years. You didn't move on, you didn't forget. Because of that persistence, we're standing here today with more resources ever to pursue justice. That is what strong partnership looks like at every level. And we will continue to work together to make our community safer. Now, fugitives do not often stay in one place. If you believe you have seen or interacted with Ms. Roper in your city, your neighborhood, your friend circle, you may be holding valuable information that a grieving family so desperately needs. Please do not stay silent. When we look the other way, when we decide that it's not our problem or that we don't want to be a snitch, that does nothing to make our community safer. They become more dangerous. Every day that a violent offender remains free is another day that our neighbors, our children, and our families are at risk. Choosing to come forward shows that you care about your community. You have courage, you care about your children, and you care about the world that your family resides in. Contact the FBI or submit a tip at tips.fbi.gov. You can remain completely anonymous, and a reward of up to $1 million is available. But more than the reward, you will be giving a grieving family something invaluable: closure and justice. Our office and our law enforcement agencies have not stopped pursuing this case, and we certainly will not stop now. Now, we definitely need each and every one of you to do your part.
Any questions?
I understand she has ties to several different states. What exactly escalated this case, adding Roper to the top 10 most wanted?
Of course, yeah, that's a great question. These cases typically are taken into account in terms of the resources that have been given to them. This case is one of particular notoriety for Kansas City. It's a violent crime. All violent crime is serious. A lot of federal and state and local resources have been poured into this over the years. And this is one of those that we feel like bringing the attention to the public right now can really assist us in trying to locate and apprehend.
Can you tell us what the beef was between Ms. Roper and who she shot at?
Given the fact that this is a charged case, which means it is technically pending, we could not go too deep into the details of the case, but I would direct everybody to the publicly available information contained in the probable cause statement. But we do believe that there was some conflict, some altercation that led to this incident.
Does she have a history of violence before the 2020 incident?
Not to my knowledge.
Has there been any substantive tips that have been shared so far that you all can share about where her whereabouts may be at this point?
None that I can share at this point. Of course, the investigation is ongoing, and a lot of those details we would not go into. But obviously, with today's announcement, we're hoping, anticipating that we get quite a bit of information coming in that we can work with.
Okay, thanks everyone. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.